bad. Barely, but yeah.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and a lot of buzz with this one. Extra buzz, Charles, because the Dolphins trying to become the first team ever to win the Lombardi Trophy inside their home stadium.
And it looked like the Vikings had a heck of a chance a couple of seasons ago, didn't it? They were rolling in the playoffs, possibly could have gotten there, came up just a little bit short. A number of teams have had that chance over the years. Detroit, they've had the Super Bowl in their stadium. I guess the closest we've had was when San Francisco won it in Palo Alto. In Stanford Stadium just down the road. But the Dolphins' last Super Bowl trip was 1985. A loss to those Niners, ironically enough, in Super Bowl 19. Where? Stanford Stadium. They've won it twice, but you have to go back to Super Bowl 7 and 8. 1973, 1974. Hard to believe that proud franchise hasn't won one since.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance.
Oh, yeah, hold up. Oh. Pause again in 6 minutes. Alright. You ready? Yeah. Waiting on you, scrub.
But they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry. Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Miller with first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now Mayfield
Let's go.
lost the football.
Let's
That's
go.
picked up by the Cowboys.
Let's go.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
What was that?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
You said what? I know the nigga was play faking and shit.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down towards the end zone for Brown. And nearly
Golly, if he didn't get hit, that was a touchdown. Man, that shit
weak.
weak.
That in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go. He tighten up. Check 13. Check 13. Go. He's mine. 54.
Jackson will throw again.
He ain't getting over there, bro.
It's complete.
He ain't getting over there,
And
bro.
he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On 2nd down now.
Come on, bro. Pick up the block.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long
Bringing
way
all
to go
in?
on
You
3rd
sure you gonna
down.
bring all in like that? They bringing him outside Reg. Okay. I'm finna get up.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Now it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call.
Hold on. All right, I'm ready. Bro, I told you what I had to do, man.
And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Oh, Elliott going to be hit.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
And they will take over at the 26.
We got them veterans, man. They make plays,
Whenever
bro.
I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know
Who that is? Big Brandon Grant? Oh, no, this is Big Gerald McCoy.
And that's the
Big Gerald McCoy.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they
Gotta stop
fumbling
what?
and after he's assessed the game film, and only
what we gotta
if
stop?
they manage to win the game.
Tomfoolery.
The first carry for Josh Adams.
I ain't gonna hate Freeman got hurt, man.
Cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2.
Oh, I hate that
It'll be
dude got hurt,
down.
man.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Going for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our
You're not going to out-user me for the ball,
pass
bro.
incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
You said
I think
what?
quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They run on 2nd down with Adams. They're able to get a couple here, but
That nigga got pulled backwards.
They stop him right around the 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that one is incomplete.
That's so fucking
and it
fake,
also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
180. 150. Here we go. Here we regular.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
Shut your ass up, man. Oh, here they go. I'll do those in a minute when we finish. Boy, you the one said I had time to finish cooking, bro.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards there on the carry.
Why
and
you
now
got him
they're
at
left with a
fullback?
much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Oh, that's where he got the traded at fullback or something? He just left him. He said, hand it to the fullback.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
What the fuck this nigga
But you didn't hold us the
for?
whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 51, Mike. Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, Mike.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Number 7.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And they seen a holding call?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that's Elliott, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
Hey, you could put them shrimp in that flour. Huh? I can't hear her. Huh?
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. from the shotgun. It's Mayfield.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I think you did.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute
bomb
of a punt.
I
Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down.
Come on, boy.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Corner coming on the blitz. Okay.
The draw play.
Man, come on, bro.
He'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
This dude is
now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
You messing up stuff.
With time on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Huh?
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
61, match box, right.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mayfield, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
No!
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
That's fake,
and it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Game knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball down?
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Following the interception, Mayfield. It's complete. It's Miller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 4, check 4. Protein spell.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Come on, Vander. Let's turn your damn head around.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw.
Let's go, man.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Damn, I thought he was in man coverage.
Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Damn, that's my fault.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, we're 33.
18-yard line.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, let's get this. Watch the twist. Hey, alert.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Now they have a 1st down and more. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Jump, 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 jump.
On third down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
No, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Giving 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And an alley to run.
They don't even trap me like that, bro.
Not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
King! Check, 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 check. Here we go. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Mayfield on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Damn, it should be 10-10 right now. Shut your ass up. You ain't did shit. Not really.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here.
Come on, my God!
Toward the end
Come on, man! You got to make that play, bro.
Was the call spot on? How about the execution of that defense?
What you mean, shut up?
The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got three down.
Now Jackson going to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that's his
that dude just let him go by. That shit crazy.
Record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's
God!
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. On 1st down, this is Adams.
Damn, Adams so damn trash, boy.
Down to the 29. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Hey, I'll take that fake
He's struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 29, Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone.
Come on,
not
man.
Only did he drop
you got to catch these passes, man.
The end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The kick by Bryant is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
Don't stop Zeke, baby. Don't stop Zeke.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is
Get that ball!
open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run with Elliott. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of him, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball.
My God, bro.
Cordell Patterson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Listen, man.
Cordell Patterson.
That was it,
54
too.
yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
22, back 22. Not today, you are. Not today. Showing up. Check.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. Down the numbers. There he goes.
That's what he be doing.
Into the end zone.
That's the DK I know.
DK Metcalf, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's the DK I know.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a
Hey,
bit more
that's
interesting here in this
what a
fourth
God.
quarter.
That should have been a pick 6 on that touchdown, man. He been dropping them all game.
Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I was surprised you did. I was praying for a fumble,
just
boy.
shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
King. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a third down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
You should. Why not go for it?
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I don't know how my dude got blocked at the last second, though. That shit crazy. They sucked that nigga into a block, dog. Good game, man.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions.